Joe here from XFoxGames. Check it out. This is going to be a quick overview of the XF kit for the MK2 by DartZone, as well as some of the stuff we're going to have coming in kind of the future and what we're working on. But we wanted to get this kit out because a lot of you guys were asking, saying, hey, you know, when's this going to be out? Because we were working on this for a while. So let's get right into this thing. So this is kind of the finished version of it, of currently the kit version 1.0. You have what I call the delete removal here. We've seen a lot of people do this, and I was like, you know what, let's just spin this thing up. Perfect, easy to do. We got some grips right here with the XF logo on the side, which is kind of easy to install. We have the kind of the pop-up sight, I don't know what you want to call it. I wanted to add a little bit of color back here. And then of course you got your, and you can't see it here, but you got your 3 spacers here to put into kind of the back of your spring here to kind of give it a little more FPS. So this is kind of, again, the end result right here. What's great about this kit is you don't have to cut, modify, glue, nothing. You can pretty much put all this in, and if you don't like it, take it all off, and you're back to you know, your stock blaster. So just kind of keep that in mind. So here is the end result. So we'll put it there, and I got a MK2 here again. I just kind of took a lot of the guts out and all the bolts out to save you time, right? Usually it's going to come together like it's going to come like something like this without these, right? So usually you just want to take it apart, do all of these, pop off the front hood here, and kind of get it ready. And so I usually will take these off first, and I usually say make sure you take pictures when you take everything apart so you know where it went. And installation of this is super simple. So again, take photos if you guys haven't already. So I'll just pop this apart here. And again, just make sure nothing goes flying. And we'll first talk about the grips themselves. So the grips are really easy to install. It's pretty much just a remove of the old grip, right? These are kind of a metalish, and put the new ones on. Now, you're gonna notice on the back of these, you see how there's like these kind of nuts on the back there? So when you undo it on the side, they'll usually fall into the case, or just have your hand or something underneath it because they'll fall out. And just screw them in until they're snug. It kind of lightens it up because you don't really need these super heavy grips, at least I don't think. So the grips, yeah, should take you about a minute or two. Again, just watch those little screws back there and just tighten it right in there. And I think it, you know, it gives it a good feel. There's really no texture on here. I might do a texture later, but for the most part, you know, it feels good without it. So installing the grips, super straightforward. Now, if you want to call this the delete removal, a lot of people call this different things. I've seen a lot of different designs for this. Super simple. You just pop out your old one, right? Super simple. You pop in your new one, and you'll notice kind of how this goes. It kind of goes like this when it goes in there. So this kind of groove goes upside down over your thing. Now, you will not have delete, so kind of keep that in mind, or you'll not have safety. So just kind of keep that in mind. We wanted to add, again, a little flair. So adding that is super simple. Now, these spacers, I've seen a lot of people selling these spacers for like $5, $6, $7 for just 3. We have a 5mm spacer, a 4mm spacer, and a 3mm spacer. The 5 is going to give you like 20 to 25 FPS increase. The 4 gives you like 15 to 20, and then the 3 gives you like 10 to 15. To be honest, I think it shoots great without these, but I know some of you guys like to tune, and I just didn't, you know, when I was using the 5, I just felt like it was a lot for the blaster to take. It was a lot of, you know, clunkiness. So for me, I would probably go with the 3 is probably where I would go, or just leave it stock. It shoots stock hard as is, so kind of keep that in mind. And those go, of course, right back in here, right? So you just put your, you know, your spacer in. So when you put it all back together, that kind of sits right on the top of that, right on the top of that spring. So again, I typically don't use these, but again, it helps you kind of customize your blaster. And then lastly is going to be the barrel. Again, there's nothing, no cutting, no nothing required. Typically in the front, this little, I don't know, cap sits right here, right? And then your barrel is going to sit in. Let's see if I can find my barrel here. Here you go. So my barrel will typically sit inside it like this, right? And then, you know, the cap goes over the end. So what I've done is kind of built this little piece here onto this here. So really all you got to do is it just goes right in the groove, and the kind of the angled piece or the longer piece goes up top. You can't really get it wrong. And then of course when you put everything together, it just goes right in there. It's the same kind of resistance and everything on it. So super simple, again, to kind of put all this stuff together. And again, I'm not going to totally bolt this thing back up, but you can see, boom. I mean, very easy, right? Now, one of the things about these kits is, you guys remember, we were working on this back piece here for about a month and a half, and we were very, very close. Don't mind this hole. It's for I cut it for for looking to see mesh and stuff, and we were really close. I was about to release this, but the consistency in the blaster was not to my liking. It's like sometimes it would shoot, let's just say 120. But then sometimes it would shoot like 90, 120, 120, 90, 90. And I think it has to do with a little more tweaking, but I wanted to get this kit out to you guys. So later on in the future, we will definitely, when I get a little bit more time, I will kind of retweak this end piece here, or this kind of top slide, and offer it in a kit. And then later on also, we're gonna make different fronts for this. So I just wanted to get a front out for you guys right now. So check that out. I mean, it looks really, really cool. And then you could do something like this, right? We have kind of a, I don't know, just a cylinder here I was just kind of messing with. And again, it has the same back. You put it the same way. And I wasn't quite sure on, what I should include in the kit. But so far, the kit is just going to go, kit is going to be, again, just those items right there. So we'll just pop these all back out. So there you go. Throw this over there. And again, it should take you probably like 15 minutes to install all of these pieces and end up with a blaster like this. Oh, and yeah, I forgot about this little piece right up here. So that is super simple, right? That is just gonna go right into this little groove up top on one side, and it just, when you put it on, it just squishes into the other side, right? I mean, that's about it. Swishes in, boom. Again, no drilling, cutting, nothing, just goes right in the holes that are already there, so it's already on there. But I think it looks cool, just a little bit of extra flair to your blaster. Now, currently I only have the one color. I'm gonna start with green, but I will slowly add more colors to the Etsy listing. This way, again, I can get orders out really, really quick, and you guys aren't waiting a week, 2 weeks, a month in some cases. But that's it for kit version number 1. Definitely go check it out on the Etsy site. And again, in the future, we are gonna have more barrel extensions, as well as retweak the top slide to get it where it's at a point that, again, that I think the consistency is great. I was almost going to release it, but it's just not there yet. And iterations for this take a while because, you tweak it a little bit, you have to print it out, and then you have to test it. If I didn't test this, I would have sent it out and I would have noticed the inconsistency. But I think when this is finally all good to go, it is going to be an awesome kit. But at least for version 1 right now, we got, of course, just those, let's see, 4, 5, 6, those 7 parts, and super easy to install. And again, just give your MK2 there a little customizable look and make it a little bit different than all the other ones that are out there. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Definitely check out the Etsy listing or check the description for the link. Thanks again, Fox fans.